Okay, Shane here, daily-astrocat.com, and you're looking for astrology. Today is Wednesday, it's, December 3rd. So here we go. Let's talk about some astrology. Our moon's in Taurus all day long, and it's going to be void of course at 8:50 in the evening. Now, we'll enter Gemini at 9:48 also in the evening. So we've got ourselves a pretty busy day, an active day. Now, what did I tell you about financial news with Uranus at the head of the kite? Well, I told you lots of stuff, right? There's all sorts of weirdness going on in the United States. Michael Dell and floating a new Federal Reserve Board chairman. Oh, that's big financial news. Crypto, still up and down and crazy, right? And Bitcoin is fluctuating the same way. Just it's following the crypto trends. So, meanwhile, the stock markets, they're kind of like bopping around and holding even, but also getting just like battered around a little bit as well. So, look, what about creativity? Well, that's up to you. That kite, the creative portion of that kite, right? There's a financial portion that we work separate, right? Now, there's a larger thing in mundane astrology that affects the world, right? It affects, kings and queens. That's what it was originally designed for, right? It was like, the court astrologer says this comet will, yes, that sort of stuff, right? Now, with that being said, creativity, that's up to you, okay? The moon in Taurus today has lots of good emotional energy, okay? It's got several creative trines, and it's conjunct with Uranus as well. So that's going to give us, somewhat of a strange feeling to it, right? A surprising feeling. It can be very surprising. With so many aspects the moon's in, we're going to find out that that's going to be a little bit to a detriment as well. So, there's lots of good emotional energy, however, for practical matters also. If you have to go down that route, you can. But you want to go with your gut today, because at some point, Mercury will be opposing the moon, and that can be distracting. We got Mercury in Sagittarius, and that's going to be like, that's a little bit of static right there, okay? So, and it's going to distract the F out of you if you let it, okay? If you let Mercury get his way. Today's keyword is fragile, as in our train of thought, our attention, right? And the color is a metallic green. You can decide whether you want it to be light metallic or dark metallic. Doesn't really matter. Could even be horsefly eyes for all I care. All right? We feel like we can do it all today, thanks to the sun in Sagittarius. Oh, yes. What a day with possibilities, right? Until we actually set off to do something. And then we start going down rabbit holes. Boop, boop, boop. Jim Backus, Mr. Magoo. Yes, exactly. Not even a good impersonation, mind you. All right, so, yeah, and you'll see why I said that later. So, look, trying to overcome this isn't going to work very well either. Because, look, pick up the pen, put it in your hand, pick up the brush, break out a screwdriver. Whatever it is you're going to do it. Just make sure you're doing only one thing at a time, okay? Avoid the rabbit holes. Now, there are quite a number of lunar aspects today, and that makes it super easy to not want to do anything, okay? Because when you have so many options, if there's so many things that are facing you, you're just like, I'm just going to put this off until later, all right? Now, everything's so promising and urgent, yet we won't be able to focus on anything. This demonstrates the fragility of our collective spans of attention. Blame social media and instant gratification for most of this. Blip, 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 flip, 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 right? Now, we need to decide in our gut what course we wish to pursue. Anything else, it's going to come up a little on the empty side, right? Put your mind to accomplishing one thing today. Now, this is important. Do this, okay? Set out to accomplish one thing. Get that one thing done, because it's going to be huge if you overcome that resistance to it. Mars, Saturn, right? Make it done, and then you're going to get this done. And it's very important for that full moon coming up tomorrow that we have something to show for it, right? Okay, so when the moon enters Gemini later on, Venus is waiting for her with open arms. I can feel the love vibration from here. I really can. And you should be able to too. That's right. So, before you get distracted in Gemini thoughts, tuck, 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 right? Maybe it will be tuck, 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 tuck. You never know. All right. So in 1736, the astronomer Anders Celsius, we've talked about him before. Celsius, he's the guy that the temperature scale is named after. He's the one that proposed it. He takes measurements that confirm Newton's theory that the Earth is an ellipsoid rather than previously accepted sphere. Yes, it's an ellipsoid. It's flat on the tops and is bulgy in the middle because of the nature of the orbits, right? Yes. And our birth is 1924, John Backus. Now, not Jim Backus of Mr. Magoo and Gilligan's Island fame. That was my rabbit hole before this. No. He's an American computer scientist and inventor, born in 1924, and he died in 2007. He is the guy who brought us Fortran, the computer language. He's born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Worked for IBM, clearly. Fortran actually stands for Formula Translation. It's a high-level mathematical knowledge that's still used to this day, even though it was developed in 1952, if I'm not mistaken. Impressive, right? Yep, still has a lot of applications. NASA still uses it. NASA has scads and scads and scads of code that are written in Fortran. So, let's sum it up, shall we? Today's keyword is fragile, and the color is metallic green. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate and love every single one of you. I love all the comments. Your comments are fantastic. I love reading them. I love getting back to you with them. Sometimes I don't get back in quite the detail that I'd like to, but that's what I'm doing. All right? Thank you so much. Today is a 5. Happy astrocatting.